So we are back at GSX600F. Since last time I found out a couple of things. The bike is now running. I'll show you what the inside of the carbs look like. I'll show some photos. I didn't record it, but I've cleaned the carbs, just the basic maintenance, just stripped the bottoms of them, cleaned them out. Basically you'll see what was inside it. You can see it in the pictures. The main problem was it was all clogged up, and when you do something like that, don't do too much at the time. Break it into sections, because if you're going to start trying to fix everything at the same time, you're going to forget about something, or you're going to do too many things. That's why I didn't try to adjust the carbs or anything. I only cleaned them and put them back together, presuming that the bike was running on the settings they were at. So, and I was right, because it is running now. I've checked the charging as well. It is charging the battery, so that's not a good thing. Oil, eagle-eyed ones, I've seen that it was low on oil. I did tilt it to the side slightly. It was on low basically, but there was oil in it. Plan for today, we're going to replace oil. Another fun fact about this bike, the engine in this bike is not actually from this bike. It's been replaced. This is the older version of the 600 from the old kettle. It's not exactly the same as it should be on this frame, but that was up till 1995. Before you go anywhere else, just try to undo. Whenever you drain any oil, make sure it is actually possible to open, because if you're going to drain it and you're not able to top it up or add oil to it, you're going to be stuck. So always make sure that comes off easily. The next thing is check the drain plug, if you can undo it, and if there's nothing broken. The next thing would be see the oil filter on it. Can you undo it safely? This one looks promising because it's all corroded. Lovely. Yeah, one step at a time. I just wanted to do the oil, because I would have to top it up anyway, so I'd have to buy it, and because it hasn't been done in a while, I'd rather start with that, not to kill the engine. For the sake of, 30 odd pounds, it's not worth chancing it, especially if you plan to spend some more on the bike. Another thing I hate, see those valve caps. 9 out of 10 if they are Ali. These ones come off okay, but be careful with them, because if you leave them on, if it oxidizes, you won't be able to take them off easily, unless you take them off regular. So be careful with that as well. Don't like them. I'd rather have plastic ones. The same on the back. Make sure you can undo it. Yeah, you can. As long as you keep them maintained and you make sure there's no rust on them, they're fine. Just don't leave them on for too long, that's all. Oil I'm using, it's iPhone 10W40, and the filter is high flow, and it's HF138 in this case. I think it should be the same on the newer model engine, on the correct engine on this bike. And I'm replacing the drain plug as well at the same time, just to be on the safe side. Let me crack the bolts open and I'll get back to you. Okay, so the sump plug on this one is actually 21mm. I think it's bigger than the one I purchased. We'll see that when we get there. Let's warm it up. Open the drain plug, drain it all, change the filter, and we take it from there. Just one thing to add. I should be doing this in the garage really, but because I've got stuff stuck in the garage at the minute and the bike is here, I decided to do it out here. This will be minimalistic. I haven't got a drain pan, so I've cut the side out of just a 5-litre bottle. This bike takes 3.6 litres. It's on low, so it should be ample for what I need. So we need to warm the bike up and drain the oil. I'll get back to you in a sec. Okay, as you can tell, it's not the cleanest oil change I've ever done. We're gonna get to the oil filter, which is there. Remember that if it's been warmed up, pipes will be hot, so be careful of that. Also, I've got a little bit of a leak on the carbs, so I have to go back at it a sec. So let's do the oil first and take it from there. The easiest way to get at the filter is with the tool. It's got like 3 prongs on it, but you could also use something as simple as this to undo it. I've cracked it up a little bit so it's going easier. Before we undo it, I'm going to put back the sump plug in and then I can undo the filter. Okay, took the old filter out. That's the old sump plug. Always make sure the crash washer of the old sump plug stayed on the bolt. That's the old oil filter. You have to clean the surface of the front of the engine where the oil filter sits on it, just to make sure there's no debris. So clean it with a wipe, smear a little bit of used oil on the lip of the filter, on the seal, and then just tighten it with your hands. Don't use any tools to tighten the filter. We'll put it back on and I'll get back. Okay, once we got the new filter in, hand tight, as I said, smear a little bit of oil on the o-ring on the filter, put it back in. The sump plug bolt is tightened as well. And now we can put oil. In this case it's 3.6 litres. I'll put 3.5 litres and check on the oil side glass. Okay, this is one of the weirdest bikes I've had so far. The side glass showing it is on the right level-ish. They're supposed to go 3.6 litres in. I've put practically 4.
I don't know.
And because there's a new filter on the front, I want to compensate for that, because there's going to be some oil lost when it gets to the filter. So now I have to start it and see if there's any leaks, but that should be it. So fingers crossed, should be right. Let's start it. I need to get that tightened as well, because that's so wobbly. Doesn't like the choke. That was my oil filter, just deep diving in that. Lovely. The old one luckily, so shouldn't be there though. I'll have to dig it out. Anyway, this is pretty much finished. As you can see, oil level is a bit on the low side, and it's 4 litres of oil inside it. As I've just put the full bottle, there's no leaks. So unless somebody upgraded the oil cooler, but I don't think it would keep that much oil for that long. It would probably drain back into the sump. That's a strange thing with this bike, in all fairness, but never mind. It's not leaking. That's the main thing. Oil's there when you look at it, so fine. I'll get back at it next time. There's no leak on the carbs either, since I've tightened that up. Okay, success. I'll see you on the next one again.